Hello everybody and welcome to Uprising 144K. I'm Hydrogen Man. All right, let's talk about something really interesting. We're talking about fake possible Lourdes hydrofixes or scams that are going on out there. I actually got some emails from some people. And I get emails from people all around the world, and which really kind of surprises me actually. I didn't know about, that people are watching me all around the world, but I do get the emails, so thanks guys for watching around the world. But so these people contacted me because apparently they have found avenues where they want to buy a Lourdes Hydrofix. And they contacted me asking me what I thought about these different avenues. At first I didn't think much of it. I just assumed that there was, multiple distributors of the product. But then I started thinking about it, that maybe there are potential scams. So I actually reached out to the manufacturer of the machine, and I was really fortunate. I'm really glad that you guys emailed me actually, because I ended up learning some really cool things, of course, which I'm going to share with you right now. And I'm also going to make some future videos about some information I learned from them. So here's the first thing. The company stated to me that they have only one official company, not only in the United States, but they're also in charge of international distribution. So there's only one company. They informed me that if you find a unit at any other company or avenue, they said, be cautious, you might get scammed, it may be fake. They said, you're certainly not going to get no warranty, because they said, we're not going to warranty anything. And you're not going to be getting service. Most likely probably won't even get an English manual. I don't know, but that's pretty much about what they told me. So that was interesting. Hope you guys found that interesting. All right. Oh, and I'll put a link down below to the official site. So if you really want to get one of these official units, you'll know where to get them, and that's all good. All right. But the part that I was mostly excited about was that I learned from them that apparently every single machine, so they're the only company in the world, and the only hydrogen company in the world, and the first company in the world, hydrogen company in the world, to do this. They actually take every single unit they make and they test it to make sure that it's making the right levels of hydrogen. And of course, that everything is just working top notch, 100%. Everything's like basically the pursuit of perfection when it comes to hydrogen. Leave it to the Japanese to do that. And so I'm like, well, I wasn't that impressed at first. I'm like, well, that's not a real big deal, right? I mean, you can test hydrogen with blue drops or these little meters and whatnot. And they informed me, no, that is not the case. And I was very confused at this point. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Well, apparently those methods of testing are not completely accurate. They said that to really truly test for accurate hydrogen, because there's other things that, like for example, the ORP meters, there's other things that they can interact with and give you actually not accurate readings at all, especially when you ionize water. So what they were telling me was they actually have very specialized equipment that is rather expensive and apparently needs a lot of calibration and a ton of maintenance all the time. It sounds kind of like a pain in the rear, but anyway, so they use the top equipment to actually measure for hydrogen completely accurately, and then they certify their machines. So I never got a certificate on my machine, but apparently the very first machines that came to the US, they were all tested and technically, yes, certified, but you never got a certificate with them because the certificates were in Japanese, I guess, and they didn't have them in English at that time, and people like myself really wanted the unit. So the good news is that they were tested, so they would have never released it if it hadn't been doing what it's supposed to be doing. But all the new units now come with an official certification. It has all sorts of really interesting official information on there about the amounts of hydrogen, when it was tested, how it was tested. I mean, all sorts of information. I think even including serial numbers, like everything goes on. And it matches the unit, and it's, again, really, really interesting. And they said that this is something that they do. It's very time consuming. Apparently it's rather expensive and it's rather tedious work, but they are so committed to being the absolute, not only the top company, but making the top unit in the world. And again, offering a certification so that you know that it's making the right amount of hydrogen, because apparently they understand that people like me and probably people out there are not going to be testing for hydrogen the correct way. And like I said, I'll make another video about the details, because it really is a lot more complex than I knew, and I didn't realize how many things can actually throw off the readings. And so this is important, because if you're really doing it to try to get the true benefits of hydrogen, this is important. And this actually might be why I'm getting so much more results from the Hydrofix, and not just myself, but other people who I've talked to. So this might be really interesting. You're getting true therapeutic grade hydrogen. So anyway, guys, I wanted to share this video with you guys because I found it very interesting, and I hope you did too. And if you did, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked the information, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't before. And also don't forget to share with other people if you think people will find this information interesting. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time on the next video.
Uprising of the spirits.
Being put through now.
Oh, can you hear it? It's the children who come to mind.